you listening today, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Imran. Would you like to introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hello, Tim, and hello, everyone. Thank you very much for having me on your show. And I'm really honored to be here. My name is Imran Ahmed, and I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. And I'm a guitar player, composer, and a songwriter. As you can see, I'm holding a guitar as well.
Very
So
good.
I've been
Very
playing,
good.
yeah, yeah. So I've been playing guitars for about 25 a little over 25 years. I started
Yes.
when I was like 15 years old.
No problem. So when did you first know that this was what you wanted to do, and what inspired you, Imran?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Tim. I was like about 10 or 11 when I really started listening to music, and I wasn't into mainstream music because most of my friends or the people around me, they were really into mainstream music. I got into Western music at a very early age. I was exposed to
Right.
Western music at an early age. I started off with the 70s disco movement, the
Right.
ABBA, Michael Jackson, and the
Yes.
Boney M, PJs, all these
Right.
great bands of 70s. But I was too young and I was too naive. I just used to listen to and, tap my foot and kind of like enjoy. And then
Yes.
in in 80s when I got in high school, like it was 1987 or 86 or 87 probably. That's
Yes.
where one of my friends, he introduced me to the rock music. He gave
Yes.
me a cassette. It has some uh, mixed rock music like
Yeah.
American and other bands. So I listened to some of the bands. They were Scorpions, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, all these mixed songs. This is where I got hooked up to the rock music because the guitar aggression and the lyrics, it really drove me crazy. I've never heard anything like that before.
Right.
So the loud guitars and the distortion was something that I was really fascinated. I had no clue what that distorted sound of guitar is and how the distortion was coming. Because back
Right.
in the 80s, yeah, back in the 80s at my hometown, Pakistan, people were not much into music and they were not aware of rock and heavy metal music.
Yep.
So I really wanted to know what these loud guitars were and how they are played because the tone of the guitar really fascinated me more than the singing or anything.
Yes.
The overall attitude of rock music was really something which inspired me.
Yes.
So I
Absolutely.
so I started digging deeper. There were no there was no internet, no social media, nothing. So we used to totally rely on tape trading, and we used to rely on magazines back then. So we had like one shop, and it used to sell magazines. So in that shop, we used to go and buy, like there were three friends and we used to chip in the money and we used to go and buy the magazine and we used to read all about whatever is going on in the rock music. So
Right. Yep.
we yeah, it was more of a cult following, you can say. Yeah,
Absolutely. Okay. And
yeah.
what was the most enjoyable person to collaborate with you in your career so far?
That's a very good question again. So let me finish how I got into music and then I'll continue with your answer to the question. So
No, most certainly. Yep. No problem.
yeah, thank you. So then I got inspired by the music, and I used to read interviews of great bands like Quiet Riot, Black Sabbath, Def Leppard, Bon
Very good.
Jovi, all the
Yep.
AC/DC. AC/DC is my all-time favorite band. I love the band,
Absolutely.
and thank you. Uh, and I mean, Angus Young is a phenomenal guitar player. They are just like rock and roll, greatest rock and roll band Australia can produce. Amazing band. So anyway, I had a friend who used to own a guitar. He had an acoustic guitar, a cheap acoustic guitar. He never learned anyway, so he wanted to give it to me. I said, "You're not really interested in guitars. Why don't you just give it to me?" So he gave me
Okay.
the guitar. Yeah. So he gave me the guitar, and I took the guitar at home. It had 5 strings, and nobody told me, and I never knew that guitar had 6 strings. So I just took the guitar and I started playing those 5 string. I was just like, doing trying to make some really weird noise out of the guitar and everything. And
Right on.
then the same shop where we used to buy the magazine, they had some guitar books. So my friend and I, we again chipped in the money and we bought the guitar book and we started learning from there. This is how I started to learn the proper way of playing guitar with all the chord progressions and the scales and everything.
Yes.
So I got really interested, and through that book, I found out that yes, guitar has 6 strings. So it was very difficult for me to get hold of the guitar accessories and strings and other stuff.
I
So
can
there was,
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there was only one shop back in Karachi who used to sell guitar instruments. So I
Yes.
went there and I bought the guitar strings, and then he showed me how to change the strings and everything. In fact, he was the
Right.
one who helped me in changing the strings and everything.
That's
So
fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I started learning from that book. I started learning my basic, the major chords and all these basic things which you learn. Since I was from Pakistan, so we always had this Eastern classical music going on. So I started
Yes.
picking the Eastern scales as well. I started liking Eastern scales as well. So I
Right.
try to incorporate rock and Eastern music both in my playing. And
Right.
then coming back to your question about collaboration, I
Yes.
formed
Yes.
I formed my first band, Garage, meaning thunder. It was a band which was a fusion of Eastern classical and rock. So we toured at Royal Albert Hall in London as well. I performed there. It was the
Right.
amazing experience for me. Royal Albert Hall is such a prestigious place to play. So
Oh,
there was
absolutely. My goodness. Absolutely awesome.
Thank you so much. There was an earthquake back in Pakistan in 2005. So
Yes.
we were invited to raise a charity. It was a charity concert. So
Yes.
there were different artists from Pakistan as well as India and other countries, and some artists from London, from England as well. So we raised about 50,000 pounds in one day for the earthquake victim. And it was a collaboration between the two governments from England as well as Pakistan. So
Right.
that was a very awesome experience for me. And then I toured the whole United States. I went there, I played there. And when I
Right.
came back, there was something missing in the whole thing. I guess it was the aggressive rock music element which was missing.
Right. Okay.
So I thought that I should do something which fulfills my ego. Maybe it should please me rather than please other people. The
Right
music
on.
the music I was doing back then, it was good, but it wasn't satisfying my soul. So I thought that
Yeah.
what is missing, and the element which was missing was rock music. So I figured out, yes, I'm going to form a band which is a pure rock band with English songs in it.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you. I formed a band by the name of Project X. So
Right.
there was this phenomenal singer, Melvin Clement, and we formed Project X when I returned from US. I think it was 2011 or so. So we had this in mind that we are going to do English music, and
Right.
we agreed upon the fact that we are going to go international. It was my dream. My Still my dream is to win Grammy. I don't know if I'll be able to win it or not, but at least I'll try my level best.
I'm sure you will one day. I'm sure you will.
Thank you so much. at least I get nominated. That's a big deal for me, you know. So we formed Project X and we started writing songs in English. So I used to put all of my stuff online, and because at that time in 2011 we had Facebook, we have YouTube, and all the social media was very active in 2011 onwards. So I started putting my music on Facebook page, and I started putting it on YouTube and other places. And
Yes.
then one day I got a message from one of these award, the independent award organization. It's called the Josie Music Award.
Right.
So
Right.
they asked me that if I'm interested in submitting my music to them. So I was quite surprised that they liked my music. There was a song, "What Am I?" They wanted me to
Yeah.
submit that. So I just submitted them, and then I got an email from them that one of my songs, "What Am I," was chosen for the Josie Music Award, and I was nominated for that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so unfortunately, in 2016 February, Melvin, my singer who sang that song, he got critically ill since he was already suffering from aplastroanemia. It's like a blood cancer
Right.
sort of thing.
Oh
So
my.
he
Okay.
got yeah, he got very sick. He was admitted to the hospital, and in February, I think 26th or 27th of February, he passed away. He died.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, my condolences. Yeah.
I was like frustrated and devastated by the news of Melvin's death. At one point, I thought I'm going to quit. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
that was something which really like encouraged me to go on. And then I got this news from the Josie Music Award that I was nominated, and the only Pakistani musician to be nominated for the Josie Music Award in Independent American Music Award. So that was a high turning point for me. And maybe, you know, God works mysteriously in so many ways.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was like a turning point for me in my music career. So I was really determined to move further, moving forward, rather than you know, staying at the same place or regretting of my past. My past was
Yeah.
there, and yes, and I thought that maybe Melvin up in the heaven, he want me to continue with this Project X thing.
Yes.
So with that being said, I started writing more songs, and I started playing more and more.
Yes.
But I was, since I had no band, my the band Project X was disbanded after that. I wanted
Right.
some good singer to work with me. So
Right.
this is how the whole collaboration thing started. I just posted on the Facebook that I need to collaborate with any of the artists who's interested in rock music. Walking on the red carpet was the first experience for me. So it was like a phenomenal thing for me. I was like, wow, is it really happening to me? Am
I'm
I
dead
dreaming
sure.
or what?
That's certainly quite an achievement. Yeah, for sure.
So my wife and I, we went to the red carpet event in Nashville, Tennessee. Unfortunately, I did not win, but just being nominated was a big deal for me because I was the only Pakistani musician to be nominated for that. So it was a phenomenal experience for me to be on the red carpet, having an interview, and just, you know, getting treated like a real rock star. So for the
Yes.
first time, it was something really awesome. And I was really motivated and encouraged. I returned to Pakistan. I came back, and then I got a message, my private message from one of my friends, Greg Whitestock. He has a
Right.
band, 3 Days in the Grave. He's from Los Angeles, and
Yes.
he asked me that if he wants to try, he's interested in collaborate in the collaboration. He wants to collaborate with me. So I was really happy. So that the band 3 Days in the Grave, Greg, Gene, and Robert, they were the first people whom I collaborated. Then we
Right.
did about songs, yeah, 4 songs, and after that, there was no turning back. I started collaborating with so many people around the world. Let me just mention you some people here. I collaborated. Then I collaborated with Broniger McDaniel. She's from also Nashville. She's a phenomenal singer, great singer. She has a blues and Americana style. Her genre is different.
Yes.
And then I collaborated with Mick. So Broniger McDaniel is she has a different genre of music. She's more like a blues and Americana genre she has. So working with her was an entirely different experience for me. And then I collaborated with Mick Stanhope. He's an actor and a musician both.
Right.
He has worked in Hollywood movies. He's a superstar. I think he's worked with some really good movies, and he has a really good background in music as well. He was with his own band, and he was a drummer and then a singer. So we collaborated to 4 songs. I think the fourth one is we just did recently, and it was again a very different and an exciting experience for me in collaborating with him. And then
that's wonderful.
I collaborated with an Italian musician. He's an instrumentalist, Vincent Stone.
Yes.
So he is more like an electronica musician. He plays electronic music. His genre of music is electronica. So working with him again was a different experience because I, being a rock singer, collaborating with a different genre is really an experience for me in a sense that I learned a lot from his style of music.
Yeah, that must have been quite challenging, actually. It must have been very challenging.
It is, yeah. But being a musician, I think you should be versatile enough to work with everyone. This is what I believe. Like the more you work with, the more you work with versatile people, the more you work with different genres, the more versatile you become. So that really helped me to grow as a musician. Then there was another musician from Germany, Chris Manfield. I collaborated 3 songs with him, and it was another good experience. He himself is a good guitar player and a singer, so his style of working was different from any of the people I have worked with. Then there was another English singer from England, Andrew Miller. He is a phenomenal singer, awesome singer. Andrew and we did 1 song. Basically, there was a song, Crazy, which Melvin sang. So we redid this song to give a tribute to Melvin. So that was a tribute to Melvin. Yeah. So it was really, really awesome to work with. And then there is another musician, Nikki Monique. So I have already done 1 song with her. She's from Louisiana, USA.
Yes.
I've done 1 song with her, and I'm working on another song with her. She's really phenomenal. She has a different tone, a different voice. I mean, she's really amazing. And there's another singer, Ricky Davis. He's from Minnesota. I have worked with him. I collaborated with him in 1 song, and we are working on 3 more songs. So the song which I collaborated with Ricky has been selected for a mini series, Jessica Hunting. Jessica,
wonderful.
sorry. Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That series is directed by Lisa Lee Martin. She's really an awesome director. So she is directing that movie, and it's a mini series basically. So that her song "Believe in Me, Believe in You" by Imran Ahmed and Ricky Davis. It has been selected for the mini series. So we are like really excited and happy for having her music selected for the movie. And so coming back to your question that who is the most interesting person to work with? I have different experience with different musicians. I just cannot label one person to be the best and the second not to be the best. So every musician has their own style of working, and every musician has something to offer, which I learned from them. Their genre of music, their way of working always teach me, and I hope that I have given something to them as well, since I belong to a different part of the world. So, and besides that, I'm also, my wife and I, we both are associated with D&D Productions. D&D
Yeah.
Production is basically a Nashville, Tennessee-based management and production company. Like
Yes.
basically, we have about different artists from all over the world, from France, from Canada, from United States, from Pakistan, me from Pakistan. So it's founded by Don Balch. Don Balch and I, like, we are very close friends, and we are all like brothers to each other. When I was in US, I stayed at his home. My wife and I, our whole family stayed there. So we had a tremendous
Yes.
time. And Don Balch himself is like, he's associated with really big people in the industry like Guns N' Roses, Mutt Lange, the producer who produced Def Leppard, and
Yes.
Poison, and Cinderella, REO Speedwagon, so many bands he's associated with. So he and I, we are like, we talk all the time on phone, and we exchange musical ideas, and it's really amazing, you know. Fast forward to 2017. 2017 again, I was nominated for the same Independent American Music Award, Josie Music Award. I was nominated for World Musician of the Year, but
Right on.
unfortunately, I was not able to attend due to the financial reasons. But on the other hand, I won that award. In 2017, I won the Josie Music Award, the only Pakistani to ever to win that award.
Well,
And
congratulations. Congratulations.
thank you so much. Thank you. So I was like overwhelmed. I was really, really, really excited to win that award, and it really motivated me to work more with American and other
Yep.
musicians all over the world. So in 2018, again for the Josie Music Award, I was nominated for the Musician of the Year. So
Yes.
we went there to attend the red carpet. That was my second time attending the Josie Music Award and walking on the red carpet. And I was nominated as Musician of the Year. And unfortunately, I did not win. So in 2019, last year, there was another outfit, ISA Awards, International Singer-Songwriters Association Award. It's Atlanta-based outfit, and it's founded by Tammany Dove. Tammany Dove herself is.
Are you still there, Ahmed?
So in 2019, I was nominated for the ISA Awards founded by Tammany Dove. And as I said, that Tammany herself is an awesome country singer. So this time, my wife and I, we both were like nominated. She was nominated for the International Promoter of the Year, and I was nominated for the Rising Star. And we went to Atlanta, Georgia. We were invited there. So this was the third time for me and my wife to walk on the red carpet. So it was really amazing. And we went there, and the good news was my wife and I, we both won the award. She won for the international.
Congratulations. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you so much. My wife, she won in the category of International Musician of the Year and International Promoter of the Year, sorry, and I won the Male Rising Star in the category of Male Rising Star. So we both won the award. And for a quick moment, I would like to introduce you to my wife, if it's okay with you. Yeah,
yes,
I'll
absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
Hello.
Good evening to you, Shasta. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi.
Very pleased
Hi,
to
everyone.
meet you. Yep, I must congratulate you on winning the 2019 ISSA Awards.
Thank you so much. Actually, I'm not a musician. My husband is a musician. I support him. He wish he become a worldwide musician and he big star. So I help him and support and encourage him.
That's wonderful. You're doing a great job. He's doing so well. Wonderful.
Here is Pakistan. I'm working in the financial market, had a foreign exchange.
Excellent stuff.
Hello.
Excellent.
Yeah. 2019, I have won the award ISS promoter of the year. So
and the only Pakistani promoter.
Wonderful.
I am only Pakistani female won the award. So
That's excellent.
it's honor.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
No, that's and congratulations as well. You've done so extremely well. I'm so pleased to have met you.
Oh, thank you so much. Same here. I'm giving to Imran. Talk to him.
Thank you so much, Tim.
No problem at all. I think at this point in the interview, we'll cut to your song that you nominated to be played.
me if you're there.
after winning the 2019 ISA Awards, this year in 2020, my wife and I, we are both nominated as the judges of the same award. So that's a big honor for us to judge all the musicians around the world. So I'm really thankful to Tammany Dove, who considered us to become the judge for this upcoming award. But
Yes.
Unfortunately, we know the coronavirus and everything. So let's hope that things will get better so we can continue with our musical journey very soon.
Yes, no, absolutely, absolutely. And I'd like to thank you for your time in coming on to chat with us today. And we wish you all the very, very best for the future. And we're so excited for your career, and we'll be watching you with a close eye, Imran.
Right. And before I leave, I would like to thank so many people. There's a long list. I would quickly do it. First, I would like to thank my mom. She's always been very supportive, and she really supports me in everything. And I would like to thank my wife Shaista. Because of her, I really managed to achieve so many things. Without her, it wasn't possible for me. I would like to thank Don Balch of D&D Productions, who is a phenomenal person, a great person, awesome guy. I love him so much. I would like to thank Tammany Dove. I would like to thank her for believing in me and for giving me the opportunity. I would like to thank Josie Pasentino, Tina Pasentino of the Josie Music Award, who really believed in me and helped me to be where I am and gave me the exposure in the United States and the rest of the world for that matter. And I would like to thank you, Tim, and
that's my pleasure.
I would like to thank Oya Wilson. She's an awesome person. I've never met her though, but we have chatted a lot. She's really an amazing person. And thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much, Tim, for having me. It was an honor and a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. And we'll be looking forward to whatever else you've got forthcoming, and all the very, very best to you. Okay, you have a wonderful day, and thank you from Gold Coast Entertainment.